This is a Hope 1032 podcast.
Hi, I'm Heidi Wiseman. You're listening to Hopeful Reflections with Heidi, where I reflect on biblical principles to anchor you deeper in hope. I pray this message will encourage and inspire you. There's something about stepping into a new year or new season that makes us pause, breathe, and quietly whisper, Lord, I want this season to be different. Not perfect, not polished, but whole, wholly yours. For Christmas, I was gifted the most beautiful Kintsugi bowl. The art of Kintsugi is when broken pottery is repaired with gold, silver, or brass, filling the seams. My bowl was exquisite. It was so striking that I placed it in a special spot in my home where I would see it every day. Then, just this past weekend, I took a Kintsugi class myself. Wow. Breaking something? Easy. Putting it back together? Slow, delicate, intentional, and far harder than it looks. As I worked on my little plate, I felt the Lord whisper to my heart, "This is what I do with you." And I thought of Jeremiah chapter 18, verse 4, where it says, "And the vessel he was making of clay was spoiled in the potter's hands, and he reworked it into another vessel, as it seemed good to the potter to do." We all know what it feels like to break, sometimes suddenly, sometimes slowly, like loss, disappointment, exhaustion, the quiet battles no one else sees. But God, our master creator, gathers every piece. He never discards. He never rushes. He reworks, reshapes, and restores with the gentleness of a potter and the brilliance of one who knows exactly what your life can become. And isn't that the gospel? He takes the shattered places and makes them shine. My Kintsugi plate now sits beside my precious bowl in the center of my dining table. Together, they are showstoppers, not because they're perfect, but because their brokenness has been transformed. What once would have been tucked away in a cupboard is now on display, more beautiful than before. And that's exactly how God sees us when we let Him into the places we'd rather hide. This year, may we be brave enough to hand Him every piece of our lives, even the ones we think are too fractured, too flawed, too far gone. Because He also promises, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. His strength shines brightest through our cracks. So here's my prayer for you, that you would dare to hope again, that you would place every shard, every heartbreak, every disappointment, every hidden ache into the hands of the one who restores, that you would allow Him to make your life a testimony, a centerpiece, a display of His beauty and grace. And that as His golden seams run through your story, people would see Him. So Lord, take our broken pieces and make them shine. Amen. Thank you for listening to Hopeful Reflections with Heidi. I'd love you to subscribe to Hopeful Reflections with Heidi on your favorite podcasting app so you can get more faith-filled and inspiring messages of hope. Also, I'd love you to check out my website, hopewithheidi.com, for the video version of this podcast and other hope-filled content.